event around the footballing world. And this year, you could argue that if a City player is going to win it, it'll be this year, you know. And so, what better time to do a live stream on it, you know? I decided to do it now, rather than saving it for later, and maybe I'll bring it back up again, eventually, so... You know how it is, but, you know, huge stream to talk about, because as you can see, I've got 6 players that you could probably give a shout to all of them to put your hat on who wins it. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Tell me who you think should win the Ballon d'Or. Should it be one of the 6 I put up on here, or should it be someone else? You know, completely up to you. Obviously, because you're entitled to your own opinion. And it doesn't matter what people say, that's your opinion in the end. And any one of these people should win it. So, MCFR, thank you for the compliment on the background. Yeah, I changed this live stream pretty last minute to a Ballon d'Or live stream because I won't lie, I didn't have much to cover for the transfer news. It was mainly Mateus Nunes going out on strike and thanks Kyle_W11 as well for the compliment. You know, it was quite a last minute change because if you didn't know, this stream was actually, it said earlier that this was going to be a just another transfer roundup, but I didn't really have much to talk about, mainly Mateus Nunes going on and strike and all that. But yeah. Yeah, thanks for saying that you like the background, guys. I worked on it pretty hard. It's obviously a one-time thing, you know, just because the Ballon d'Or, it's that prestigious and all that. So I just thought, you know what, why not go a bit different on this one to match the prestigiousness of the Ballon d'Or, you know. It's quite royal, the Ballon d'Or, isn't it? So, you know, hopefully we hopefully we're gonna have a good stream here, and you know, hopefully we can look forward to good news on October 30th on who we think will win it. But yeah, no worries, MCFR. You're having a great stream at the moment. You know, I tuned in for a good bit of it, so yeah, that stream's going pretty well, and I'll definitely think about doing the idea that you gave me, so, you know, cheers. But, anyways, back to the Ballon d'Or. As you can see, my 6 people that I've put up there for who I really think are the main contenders are Erling Haaland, Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, Rodri, Kylian Mbappe, and Kevin De Bruyne. I'm obviously going to be quite City heavy, aren't I? Because it's obviously, we're a City channel and we're going to back our players to try and go for these big awards. Obviously, it's also the PFA awards today, so yeah, hopefully Erling Haaland can get an award in that, and Rodri and Diaz and whatnot. So you know, it's gonna be an exciting one, hopefully for today for City. But you know, we'll start off with Erling Haaland's stats from this year. So give us a minute. 22-23 season. Almost there. There we go. So Erling Haaland in the 2022-2023 season had 52 goals and 9 assists in 53 appearances, which is absolutely wild stats. Of course. I know he didn't score all those goals this year. You know, So, yeah, he obviously didn't score all those this year, but he did score a good portion of them, and he got a couple of assists this year as well. But anyways, we'll cut back onto it. So between last season and this season, he's had 55 goals. For him, he's won a treble, hasn't he, with City? So, and he's won the Super Cup. So he's got 4 titles to his name. So he's having a phenomenal season, really. And hopefully he's just going to keep that up to bolster his chances of winning the Ballon d'Or. Because I want him to be a City player. He could be any of the 3 City players I've written down. I'll give you, my list in a moment. Lionel Messi. You think Lionel Messi will win it, Dr. Fussy? Sorry for only just seeing your comment. But yeah, there's going to be a natural bias, I guess, towards Lionel Messi because he's just won the World Cup. Although the World Cup is a fantastic achievement, okay, there's no denying that. I just don't think it should be all that decides if you win the Ballon d'Or or not. And I know he had a good season otherwise as well, but it shouldn't be the one factor. Oh, you win the World Cup, you've won the Ballon d'Or. He had a great season, and he's gotten a Ballon d'Or. But in my opinion, an MLS player, no offense to him, it shouldn't be winning the Ballon d'Or. You're playing in the MLS. You're not in Europe anymore. It's just not a league where he's going to tear up in the MLS because he's way above that league. And so I just don't. I think that has to be taken into account. You're playing in Ligue 1. Right, he's playing for PSG, as we all know. PSG aren't even top 5 leagues in the world anymore. Eredivisie is above them. Eredivisie have more of a stand than PSG. Obviously, Messi's a big name, along with Kylian Mbappe as well. But you know what I'm trying to guess at. Messi isn't playing in the Liga or in the Prem, and I know he wasn't. And I know he wasn't when he last won the Ballon d'Or either. So obviously, Messi's had a great year. And I agree that if he does win it, then it'll probably be Haaland robbed. But I'll pull up Messi's stats now. See what there is to look at. Because I'm sure he's had a pretty good season. I've got no doubt about that. Messi. So Lionel Messi. Computer's been really slow today, guys. I will be keeping an eye out for your comments. It's just I've got to flick in between tabs, so yeah, I've got to keep an eye on. I've got to flick between my tabs, so it just becomes a little difficult at times. But so Lionel Messi in the 2022-2023 season, these are some wild stats. In 50 matches, he had 32 goals and 23 assists, which is actually incredible stats. I don't even think that's included in the World Cup either, so they are some really good stats, comparable to Erling Haaland's, from last season. And this season, he's gotten a bunch more stats on top of that. So, Lionel Messi shouldn't be ashamed of the stats he's gotten in just 50 games as well. I still don't think he should win Ballon d'Or because he's playing in Ligue 1. But if he does win it, it will be a shame. So, great stats with a mixture of injuries as well, So that is, what was it? 55 goal contributions last season in 50 matches. And then Oh, that is including the MLS. That does include MLS. So, yeah, 55 goal contributions. So that is probably contributing to him a little bit, giving him a little hand. But yeah, Lionel Messi, good stats to be honest. I can't lie about that. He's had a great year, to be fair to him, and he's won the World Cup, so you can't really fault it when it comes to that. We'll jump onto Vinicius Junior now. Hopefully Vinny was enough. 23 years old. Real Madrid. Obviously he's just picked up an injury with Real Madrid, so that might actually damage any last minute stat boosts you might have wanted to get Ballon d'Or, but here we are. These are crazy stats for him as well. Last season, 44 goal contributions in 55 matches. The kid's 23. You know, he's incredible, Vinicius Junior. He's just gotten the Cristiano Ronaldo shirt as well, number 7. So, you know, unless it is a curse behind it now because Ronaldo left, I doubt it is, but yeah, they are incredible stats for Vinicius Junior. 23 years old. I don't know how many trophies he won last season, if you want the truth. But yeah, nothing to be ashamed of with those stats from Vinicius either. We'll jump onto Rodri now. Someone that doesn't get the goals so much, but he's just a magnificent player, and the things he does are just unbelievable. So, Rodri last season, full stats, 2023 season. So when it comes to goals and assists, he got 11 goal contributions in 56 matches. So, you know, as a CDM, you're not expected to get all the goal contributions. Everything else he does, though, because it truly is phenomenal. And might I just mention, he scores goals in huge games as well. Not saying the others don't that I've mentioned so far, but just off the top of my head, he got he scored that goal against Bayern Munich, that beautiful goal, which put City into the lead and really set the tone of the rest of that match where we went on to win 3-0. He scored the goal in the Champions League final, cementing himself into City's history, of course. Just having an even better season. So, you know, sorry guys, I'm really sorry, I've just closed the tab of the stream. So, I don't believe that is affecting the stream, but it just means I can't see what's going on anymore. So you're just going to have to give me a minute. Go live. Here we go. Yep, back on. Yep, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I literally deleted the tab, but I'm back. Yeah, it's going decent, MCFR TV. Thanks for dropping back in. Yeah, I think if Haaland doesn't win it, it could be a robbery. I do think it should be a City player. I won't lie. But anyway, back onto Rodri. He's probably the best CDM in the world at the moment. I really don't think that's an argument anymore. I just think he is. And for Spain, he's won 5 trophies so far. You know, yeah, he's won 5 trophies with Spain. No, with Spain this year. You know, those are including the FA Cup, the Champions League, the Premier League, the Super Cup, and was it the Nations League he won with Spain? And can I just mention, he has played over 70 games this year, which is absolutely crazy. The fact how he can keep going like that is just wild. Well, not this year. Combined with last season as well. So 70 matches from last season and this season. It's just incredible, really. And he's a big game player. He always turns up. He has mistakes in him, like all players. I think to Spurs last season, he made errors against Spurs which led to goals. But other than that game, I really can't think of a game where he had a huge blunder or anything like that. So yeah, when it comes to that, Rodri, fine performance to be honest. He's just great, Rodri, and I really do think that there's a serious conversation for him to win Ballon d'Or. I don't think he will because he doesn't get the stats or anything like that. But he definitely is a good shout. Now I'm going to jump on to Kylian Mbappe. Personally, I don't think it should be Mbappe because he's playing at PSG. It's in the nicest way possible. It's Farmers League. PSG, they face little competition in that. So don't get me wrong, Kylian Mbappe is an unbelievable player, but I just don't think if you're playing at PSG, the competition's just not the same. And if you want the truth, he hasn't even done it at PSG. He hasn't won. He hasn't won the Champions League. But anyways, we'll get into this now. In last season, in 43 matches, he scored 41 goals and got 10 assists. So, two less contributions than Lionel Messi in 7 less matches. So, he had a great season last year. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just a bit tired. So yeah, Kylian Mbappe, he had a really good season with PSG. I'm pretty sure he won Liga and don't know what else he won, but maybe one other trophy. But yeah, Kylian Mbappe, I don't think he should win it, just because it's the league he plays in. I think the league obviously has an effect on if you win Ballon d'Or or not. Because obviously, if you're playing in League 2 and you score 56 goals, you'll get mentioned, you'll get heard of and all that, but you're not gonna win Ballon d'Or for scoring 56 goals in League 2. Although that would be a phenomenal achievement, and you've probably just set a record that will never ever be broken. So yeah, in the nicest way possible, you just wouldn't, and it applies for the Ligue 1 as well, because Ligue 1 is the 6th highest league in the world now. No longer top 5 leagues, and I just really think that almost pushes you out of the conversation when it comes to Ballon d'Or. The competition's just not the same in it, to be honest. It really just is not the same. It's the Premier League, where you had Man City, who looked like they gifted the league to Arsenal, but then City managed to come back and, win it when it really mattered. So, City, no doubt. A City player, in my opinion, definitely deserves it. Sorry guys, just doing an Instagram story post. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm back now. Just looking for any breaking news from Fabrizio Romano. No, nothing. Anyways, back to it. So I think if Messi or Mbappe win it, I don't think it's right. Although Messi definitely deserves to be higher up because he won the World Cup. But I'll jump onto Kevin De Bruyne now. Kevin De Bruyne obviously had a great season last year for City, scoring big goals. Scored. I think he got 3 goals against Arsenal last season, and like 2 or 3 assists as well. I think he had 6 goal contributions against them. So yeah. But we will jump onto his last season stats because he hasn't got any stats for this season. Well, he got an assist in the Community Shield, but But here we go. Last season, in 49 matches, he had 10 goals and 31 assists. So, sorry about the dogs barking. Literally nothing I could do. They're not even my dogs. So those are some great stats. Someone is 31 as well. He obviously won the treble. I don't think he gets any credit for the Super Cup, sadly. Although I'm sure he'll be a hero for. He's a hero for City fans, and it's a shame that he doesn't get that Super Cup. So, but anyways, not the point. Kevin De Bruyne, absolutely phenomenal season. You're on the half-time break, MCFR. I have no idea what's going on in those games. I hope the Salford game is relatively entertaining. Just talking about Kevin De Bruyne, I doubt he's going to win the Ballon d'Or, especially now that he's gotten his injury, sadly. Although I do think he deserves the top 3 spot. I'd love Kevin De Bruyne to win Ballon d'Or. I think a player of his quality deserves it. I just don't think he will. But if you want my personal top 6 players list, I've got here. And by the way, put any other shouts for players that you think could win Ballon d'Or. I think I've covered the top 6 here, but any other shouts? Because I was tempted to put Jude Bellingham on here, but fair enough. MCFR. You deserve a break. It's difficult streaming for the lengths that you usually do on watch-alongs, isn't it? So having a quick short break doesn't do you any harm, and just keeps you fresh. So I rate that. I'm glad that you guys like the display as well. And it was last minute, but I think it worked out. I think it looks pretty nice. But anyways, thank you for 3 people viewing at the moment. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Comment your thoughts. Yeah, cheers MCFR. Obviously, it's like basically it's a one-time thing, but who knows? Maybe it'll come out again one day. For another Ballon d'Or. And by the way, if you want me to do like a Ballon d'Or stream, when the actual Ballon d'Or's getting announced, because I kind of like how they announce it. They do 5 players at a time. Also, we'll talk about Golden Boy on here. I've got my theory for who will win it. And who do you think will win Golden Glove? That's what it's called, right? Yeah, you're definitely going to need the breaks, MCFR. You just got to hope there's no extra time or penalties as well, because I'm sure that will just make your stream even longer. And all the extra time as well, yeah. But here's my top 6 list. For Ballon d'Or. At number 6, it's between 2 players. At number 6, I'm going to go Vinicius Jr. He had a great season for Real Madrid, but I just don't think it was quite as good as other players for him to get into that top 5, sadly for him. But, still a good season, and I'm sure that there will be more to come from Vinicius Jr., although it's a big blow for him for that 6-week injury, as it's being labelled. So yeah, but great season with Real Madrid last year, and I'm sure that he'll only reach higher and higher heights. On to number 5. I'm giving it to. Again, it's between 2 players. Ooh. It's between 2 different players. I'm trying to separate my bias from this as best as I can. Okay. At number 5th. So I'm trying to be as fair as I possibly can, and I feel unfair for doing this to this player because I gave him the big up as well. At number 5th, I'm putting Rodri because he's had a phenomenal season, and the amount of games he's played is ridiculous, and the amount of the consistency he puts in is phenomenal. But I don't know. My gut is telling me that he's going to come 6th. No, 5th. My bad. So, although I really don't want that for him, I think that's what it's going to be. So, Rodri in 5th place. 4th, it'll be Kylian Mbappe. I believe that. Kylian Mbappe, because I know I say about Ligue 1 and how it's no longer top 5 leagues, but Kylian Mbappe still had a phenomenal year. Again, a World Cup hat-trick, and not just the World Cup hat-trick in the World Cup final, but he was just great throughout the World Cup, wasn't he? Forced to be reckoned with, and it was really him versus Argentina, wasn't it? I really don't think France turned up that night, but he definitely did. But I'll jump onto my 3rd spot now. The king himself, the legend himself, Kevin De Bruyne. 10 goals and 31 assists. It's just a great season for him, and you can clearly tell that he enjoys having Erling Haaland up top there, getting on the end of all the passes he plays. So, Kevin De Bruyne, he had a great year last year, and it's a shame that he's going to be out for half the season, sadly. But, let's just not rush Kevin De Bruyne back as City fans. Let's get him back ASAP. But, on to my top 2 now. So, before I say them, I'll quickly do another rundown on their stats real quick. Lionel Messi, in 50 appearances, got 55 goals and assists for PSG. 55 goals and assists, absolutely wild. Won the World Cup with Argentina, won Ligue 1 with PSG. And Erling Haaland got 61 goals and assists last season. Won the treble, won the Super Cup with City. And both of them will probably only get more stats before the 30th of October. So big times on that regard. Erling Haaland or Lionel Messi. You know what? I know I've only got 2 viewers, but I might as well do my first ever poll. I'm going to put a poll in the chat, guys. I'll keep it on for the rest of the video. Hey you guys. I haven't seen you on here before. Yusuf Gamer. Wait, Saka won the PFA Player of the Year. You cannot be serious. If that's what you're saying. Yeah, hi, Yusuf Gamer. Thanks for saying I'm good. I'm gonna guess that means you like my content. 5 viewers at the moment, guys. Thanks an absolute ton. Make sure you give me your thoughts for who you think should win Ballon d'Or. I'm sorry, but if what you're saying is true, if what you're saying is true, Citizens for Life, then honestly, I could go on a rant about it. Nah. Alright, he beat him to the young player here. Oh my gosh. Alright. I've put the poll in the chat, guys. I know there's only 4 of you in here, but it's a good bit of fun, isn't it? So yeah, I hope just vote on that if you want to. That is an absolute joke. Citizens for Life. I cannot believe that Saka's beaten him to the Young Player of the Year. I don't know what makes sense though. If Haaland wins Player of the Year, the PFA Player of the Year, then how doesn't he win the Young Player of the Year? Because if you win the Player of the Year award, and you are eligible to win the Young Player of the Year award, then surely Haaland should have won. You know, because if you're the best player full stop, then surely you're the best young player as well, you know? I cannot believe that, Citizens for Life. Oh man. You think Haaland, Yusuf Gamer? I can't say I disagree with you. My personal thoughts are for Haaland number 1, Messi second, and if you didn't hear the rest of my list, it goes Haaland 1, Messi second, Kevin De Bruyne third, Kylian Mbappe fourth, Rodri fifth, and Vinicius Junior sixth. So yeah, that's my personal top 6. I know it's a bit weird to do top 6 instead of top 5, but you know. Thanks for the support, guys. I didn't expect you guys to just appear, but you know, it's always nice to have viewers. I agree with you though, Yusuf. Thanks for subbing as well. It's nice. I cannot believe. I cannot believe that news. I really can't. But in the end, we'll just have to deal with it. I mean, in the end, it's not like Saka's gone. It's not like Saka just won the treble, did he? So let Saka have his PFA Young Player of the Year, and we'll let Haaland have his treble, and anything else he'll win along the way. Interesting, this Citizens for Life. I've got to say, Rodri he's so good, and I really felt bad for putting him 5th. I put Mbappe 4th because I said that's the biggest change between yours and my list, because you've got Mbappe 6th and I've got him 4th. I put Mbappe 4th just because he had a great World Cup. He obviously had a great year for PSG, but you can't win it if you can't win the Ballon d'Or if you're playing in France. You know, I just can't have that. Thank you for tuning in again, MCFR TV. It's always nice to see you keep popping in. It's always nice to see you. So, you know. Yeah, I put Vinny 5th just because I don't think I can justify putting him above Mbappe or Rodri. But yeah, Mbappe's just got to get out of France. He really does. I agree with you, Citizens for Life. I actually think Rodri is he's so important to this system. I really do think that. Rodri is just, he's the glue in our system, isn't he? He sticks it all together. And I think without him, I'd get really worried for whoever we're playing. Because, there's a bit of worry from City fans that we were going to struggle against Liverpool, in April, when Erling Haaland got injured and he couldn't play. Julian Alvarez covered for him and he played fine, Julian Alvarez, he had a great game. Got himself a goal. Don't remember if he got 2, but I know Kevin De Bruyne got 1. He had a great game that game, Julian Alvarez. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Rodri last season, he was just superb. Oh, someone put Messi to win it. Interesting. Someone put Messi to win the Ballon d'Or. Very interesting. I'll be curious to see who that is. I'm not going to attack you for it. I just like hearing people's opinions. Yeah, thanks for all the support, guys. Voting on the stream. Hope you guys are liking the content as well. If you are, then I stream every day. Do streams like this and similar to this. Although this is the first one that I've done that is quite different, because this one was going to be a transfer stream, but I was like, nah, I keep doing transfer streams and they're going to get shorter every time because I don't have as much to talk about. But this one is quite different. I've not done one like this. My first time having a background like this as well, the black and gold / yellow. So But yeah, you're right about Rodri last season. Fantastic, and props to Kev as well for playing with injury. Which probably hurt him badly, but. If Kevin De Bruyne hadn't played with injury, then we definitely wouldn't have won Ballon d'Or and wouldn't have won the treble either. So, without those two, where would we be? But I'm going to jump off Ballon d'Or for a minute. We'll get back onto it in a second. Golden Boy predictions. I haven't got a graphic for this. I just kind of thought of it. I think it's pretty obvious he'll win Golden Boy. I don't know if Jude Bellingham's ever won it. If he hasn't, then he'll win it this year. If he has, though, then I think it'll be Jamal Musiala. I think Musiala will probably win the Golden Boy. And as for Golden Glove, though, it's difficult. I don't know who's going to win Golden Glove. I can't really think of a keeper that, really took this year by the scruff of the neck. And Thibaut Courtois last season's Champions League final, you can understand that. But not sure. It'd be great if Edison won it, wouldn't it? But yeah, if you want more streams like this, then just say so. Because I like doing these streams and I like interacting. I like interacting with my fans. Or just my viewers, not necessarily my fans. But, I like talking with viewers. It's good fun. Good fun for me, and I hope it's good fun for you. But guys, I've closed the poll now. It was 80% Haaland, 20% Messi, so... plus more. How do you mean plus more? How do you mean plus more? Do you want me to do more streams that are like this? Because I can, just give me suggestions. If you guys put suggestions of videos you want to see, I'll do my absolute best to implement them. Because I'm always open to them. Because I want to do different kinds of content. I've got a couple ideas on my mind for what I'll do in the future. Thank you, Yusuf. I'm live every day, so can't miss me. We've got a bunch of other videos you can go back and watch. But thank you, Yusuf, for the support. It's nice to hear that. But like I said, live every day. been going since the Burnley game. So, but yeah, thanks for all the support, Yusuf. I like it. I like hearing people say I'm the best. I don't personally see myself as the best. I don't think I'm there yet, but it's nice to hear that people think I am. So, thank you, Yusuf. Your support is really much appreciated, and it really does help to hear that people like what I'm doing. It makes me want to keep doing it even more, because I have fun doing it, and if I know people like that I'm doing it, thank you, MCFR. Thank you for tuning in once again. Make sure to put. I know you said Haaland should win it. Hopefully the game's going well for you. I've no idea what the scores are on Carabao Cup. I'll search them up real quick. I hope my predictions are correct. Carabao Cup. Oh, I saw 2-2 for a moment, and I thought that was Spurs. Plymouth Argyle 3-2. 3-2 to Palace. Jeez. Man, there's a lot of games going on. Stoke are thrashing Rotherham, aren't they? Salford are winning 1-0. I had a feeling that Salford might win. I had a feeling Salford might win. Oh, I knew I had a good feeling about that. I know it's only the 58th minute. I should probably not speak too soon. Oh, crazy. Leicester winning. Oh, Wolves are thrashing. And we've got a lot of viewers at the moment. Six current viewers. Thanks for tuning in. The support's much appreciated. I didn't expect to get 6 viewers. But make sure to put your thoughts on the Ballon d'Or and who you want to win it. I know Yusuf has said, I'm pretty sure you said Haaland. Yeah, you said Haaland. I really don't know who will win it, because this list is who I think should win it. If I was running the Ballon d'Or, this top 6 would be who I would pick. But I really don't know who's actually going to win it. I have no idea. I've got a really bad feeling it'll be Messi. I think there's just going to be bias towards him. Sadly, I don't think there should be, but I think that's just how it's going to be, because Lionel Messi is Lionel Messi, isn't it? So, but thanks for all the support, guys. It's absolutely crazy. Touching up for 30 views now. We're on 29. Support's absolutely incredible. I'll always remember the guys that were with me since the beginning. MCFR TV. He was here when I literally started out, and he really gave me something to build on. Gave me shout outs and put me in his videos. So MCFR TV was huge, and Big Steve shouted me out as well. So without those two, then I really don't know where this channel would be. But I will definitely remember people like you, Yusuf, supporting me and all that, honestly. Whether I get 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion in some world, I'll definitely remember you. I'll remember everyone that I can, Ethan.h18, he's usually here, MCFR TV, yourself, people that have helped me along the way. I just can't forget you, because you were there since I wasn't. I know I'm not big now, but if I ever do get big. But yeah, don't worry, Yusuf, I'll definitely remember you. And even if I don't, if you remind me who you are, I'll definitely remember you. But I've got a decent memory, so I should remember you anyways. Oh. But guys, think I'm going to end it here. It's been a really, really, really good stream. The recent support, most of all, has been crazy. So, yeah, don't worry, Yusuf, I'll definitely remember you. I'll do my absolute best to remember everyone that supported me along the way. But, you know, thanks for support, Yusuf. And thanks for support, everyone. You know, we got 5 likes this stream, 31 views. Thanks a ton, everyone, for watching. It's been absolutely crazy. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to watch back previous videos if you haven't. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow in the next stream. It's Wednesday tomorrow. Put any suggestions you want down below, and I will definitely respond to them. But thanks an absolute bunch for watching. See you all in the next one.